Podcast.
Old Geist. Whoa, that was... I did not see that coming. What? Oh my god, I forgot there's an actual soundboard.
Hi, I'm Star Williams,
And I'm Dylan Ferguson.
and welcome to the Business Partners Podcast. If you would have kept
God.
saying it, it would have been in sync. I'm just saying.
Damn it. Do we want to redo it?
No. So, you know what's special this week, folks?
Oh well. You're cutting out a little bit, eh?
Yeah, that's just that microphone.
Okay then. Alright.
Yeah, I have to get
Yeah,
really
so-
close for this one to be okay.
Okay. Yeah. But, you know, we're figuring things out.
Yeah, so, folks, today is the first episode of our remote version of the podcast.
Woot woot. And no, neither of us have, like, COVID or anything. It's just like, you know what? We want to do something fun.
We totally didn't lose our studio.
Oh god, no. We totally weren't, like, evicted or anything, technically, but...
No,
That's
that's why we
ridiculous.
weren't in a staircase, we weren't in some random rooms.
We weren't on a bench.
No, never.
No, that's ridiculous. It's all in your head. The good thing is that they don't know that we actually were because they can't see.
But Dylan, you just spoiled it.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh well.
Man.
Oh well.
Yeah, so basically, when it comes to this whole remote thing, I've got it half working, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm using the old soundboard still, but with the new microphone.
Nice.
So,
New mics, we love it.
yeah, I like it, but I need to figure out this new soundboard because, it comes with its own issues.
Oh yeah, do tell.
Yeah, I've learned to support the issues of my old soundboard, so it's like, okay, I'm familiar with this. I'll just struggle through it. But this new one is Bluetooth, right?
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay, now I've got a whole new bag of issues to fix. And if my alarm would have went off today, I would have had it fixed by now because I figured out how to fix it. But like, because I woke up 5 minutes before we were supposed to be doing the podcast.
Wow. Can't believe you. I can't believe you, man.
it don't-
I would never sleep through my alarm. I would never do that.
You've never been late for a podcast.
Oh god, no, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And if it wasn't my fault. Well, actually, last week that was true. Because the bus driver was like, hey, I'll drop you off 3 stops after. Man,
What a guy.
I love buses. Also, I have a quick question because I wanna gauge what kind of fella you are.
Yes.
Do you wear shoes in the house?
I'm Canadian. Should I wear shoes in the house? No.
Well, I'm gonna... Because I do.
City boy.
Because here's the deal. Yeah, here's the deal with that. So, I remember I was at my grandma's house one time, and there was like a little bit, we were doing some renovations there, and then my dad just, like, randomly put his foot down somewhere, and there's a rusty nail under it, so...
Okay,
I'm not
but
saying there's gonna be rust.
listen.
I'm not gonna say there's rusty nails pursuing me everywhere. But I'm a little bit of a skeptic, you know?
When you're doing renovations, of course, you have your shoes on. And usually it would actually be boots because you want to be safe, unlike any idiot ever. Um,
Oh yeah.
but when there's no renovations, take your damn shoes off.
Well, you know what? I've just been doing it for so long that it just feels kind of natural to me. What can I say? I'm crazy.
You're
And no one else is
American.
crazy
You're
about me?
American.
You want to hear something else about me that'll knock your socks off?
Well, it might because I don't wear shoes in the house.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I don't peel string cheese, bro.
That doesn't
Like
bother
anytime I'm
me as
having,
much.
why now?
That doesn't bother me as much.
Oh, okay, that's good because I just fucking bite that shit. You know, it's just like, hey, it's cheese.
Kind of like an apple.
Love me some cheese. Yeah, exactly. Actually, hold on. Here's a story I might not have told you. Have I told you about my lettuce story?
Is this a Dylan Ferguson story I haven't heard?
I think it might be. So stop me if I am retreading old steps. But last year, April Fool's Day. Uh, so I was blessed with a lot of spares at weird times. So one day I had a spare first period, and I was like, and it was, of course, April 1st. And I'm thinking to myself, I have a golden opportunity. So I do two things. First thing what I do is, Impractical Jokers, right?
Yes.
I printed out 28 pictures of myrrh and placed them around the school.
Okay.
And then after I was done that, I was like, you know what? I still have some time. Is there anything else I can do? Across the street from my old high school is a grocery store. And I'm like, here's the funniest idea ever. I'm gonna go over to that grocery store, get a head of lettuce, and eat it like an apple throughout the day. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I have a little bit
Yes.
more of a wild story. It's not mine. I'll just make that very, very clear. And if you're
Okay.
listening, you know who you are. So in my high school, there was one year, around April. Now these signs stayed up. They stayed up until like a few days later, and then they replaced the signs again. There was a sign that said, "Mandatory penis inspections will begin on Monday, blah blah blah."
Oh, did you make it in time? Did you make it to the penis inspection?
Well, there wasn't one. It was just
What? Oh,
it was
come
just an
on,
April
man.
Fool's prank by a student, and he put it outside of every boy's washroom.
Oh, damn, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, anytime there's, I'm just saying, anytime there's a penis inspection, I never miss it. Never miss it.
Okay. Now, think about this from the perspective of rural Canadians.
Oh, okay.
So,
Now you've got me thinking.
So, some people were gullible enough to be like, "Oh my god, is this real?"
Oh, that's great.
And then, just because some people are just really stupid, they were like, "I don't want no one touching my penis."
love that.
So I'd say, as a prank, it was very, very effective.
That's great. Because for me, it was basically like, mine was just, it's just like, oh, silly, putting pictures around the school. Haha, that's funny.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, one of my friends, his mom was a physics teacher at the school, and I put one on her door, and like she just totally didn't care. Like, in fact, sometimes whenever I'd have a spare, I would just go to a random physics class with a bunch of the gentlemen. That's great.
You went with a bunch of the hit song The Gentleman?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Everywhere I go, that song just follows me. It's just like,
Do 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 do
yeah.
do do
Well,
do do do.
it's it's kind of like become our theme song. Well,
Yeah.
it literally is our theme song.
Do you think we
But
should
like,
do you think we
whenever,
should play it on Friday when we do the game night? Speaking of Speaking of that, uh tune in on Friday for game night with the business partners.
woot woot. I love game night. I love me a game night.
Yeah, and the game we will be playing is called Live, Laugh, Lose.
Dude, I never lose. What can I say? You can't beat me. Can't beat me.
That's why you haven't lost a certain thing.
Ah. Yeah, exactly, because I never lose. It's all about, you see, my my brother, it is all about your mindset. It's all about the mindset.
Is it now?
Yes, it is. And you see, because think about it like this. I never lose. I never lose. So it's, I'm taking it as a win because I ain't losing.
Whatever you say,
You know,
man.
if people Yeah, if people were as smart as me, I think it'd be a lot easier of a world. It's just like, yo, dude, inflation and shit? Dude, just print more money, bro.
Oh god, don't even joke about that, man. Cause that's literally what causes
uh,
it, man.
I mean, what could go wrong?
Have you seen the economy today? That's what can go
Uh,
wrong.
what do you mean? What's wrong with the economy nowadays? Let's not go
You
into
can't
this.
buy a damn thing, that's what's
Where
wrong with
I'm
it.
going to cry.
You're gonna cry? It's your own fault.
Yes. You know what? It probably is. Probably is my own fault.
It's your fault.
And it's my fault.
It's your fault.
I fucked up the economy.
No, listen. It's your fault.
You know what? You know what, guys? I want to make a formal apology for fucking up the economy. I can't believe the Dylan Ferguson, destroyed the entire economy of Canada. And I'd like to issue a heartfelt apology.
If only the person responsible for actually destroying the economy would say that.
Exactly, Like, God. You know what? Let's not go into the economy on our Good Time podcast.
That's right.
That's what this is. This is a good time podcast.
Yep. We use doubloons here, so your money is good.
Exactly. See, I only use Robux.
Oh, I didn't realize that Robux could convert into doubloons.
Oh, dude, Robux can convert into anything.
Well, what does it cost? Like $20 for 2,000 coins?
Probably. I don't know. I've actually never played Roblox.
Nor have I.
I'm thinking it. Yeah, because I know a lot of people who did back in the day, and I'm just like, dude, I never jumped on the train.
No, I was a Minecraft fanboy.
Ah, yeah, that's fair. God, I'm assuming you probably have the same problem as I do, but you ever just get into like a random, like everyone knows that there's always the 2 week phase where it's just like, hey, we got a server, it's dead.
Yeah, I have a server. It's dead.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Well, like,
Yeah,
because
that's
I had already gone into my 2 week phase, and then I decided to um reboot the server that I had like a year prior, and then
okay.
people from class played, and some other high school friends played, and then they decided not to
Nah,
play anymore, and I was like, well, guess I'm bored.
God, man,
I should probably
that
cancel that
is
again.
man. Yeah, I what I mean, what kind of stuff do you do like to get rid of boredom? You know,
I wish I had an answer to that.
like I'm just what is always useful whenever you're like like you got to pick up a good like time killing hobby. Like for me, I do like anytime I'm bored, it's just like, hey, I'm gonna do some whittling.
Oh, you're a carpenter.
Uh, I wouldn't go as far as to call myself a carpenter,
Well,
but like,
you certainly should a whittle bit.
oh, this is where the credits roll. Yeah, but yeah, because I think we've talked about this.
Have we?
I, I feel, I
Is it
feel
about our
we have.
grandfathers?
I don't know. I still need to go through all the episodes and recount which stories that I've told and haven't told. Because, I hate recycling all of my stories and junk.
Yeah.
Which, the fact that I told an original, untold story is, frankly, a fucking miracle.
Well, we just gotta make more.
Oh, that is so, so true, my friend.
Because I know, like, for when we do game night, it's only gonna be an hour, and then after that, we're all just gonna hang out, have fun, doing this, like, with a bunch of games and such.
Exactly. Like, that's gonna be, gosh, dingin' dangin' fun.
Yeah. After
Yeah,
the podcast,
like,
we gotta discuss where we're actually gonna do it, though.
pardon?
When we're done the podcast, we're actually gonna have to discuss where we're gonna do it.
Oh, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yep.
Yeah. But, for the time being, podcast.
Podcast.
Old Geist. Whoa, that was... I did not see that coming. What? Oh my god, I forgot there's an actual soundboard.
Yeah,
Oh
Discord
my
has
god.
the basic kind of
Oh,
soundboard, so it's like, you know.
I am... Oh, this pleases me. This pleases the Phil and Durgison.
Oh, I thought there was a hooray one, but there's not.
Nah. I feel like let's use it sparingly, because it'll probably get obnoxious otherwise.
Yeah, maybe.
Just plain. Just just laying down the law, you know? That's what I do. Dylan Ferguson, I lay down the law. You bitch.
I had to.
I feel like I am going to get, like, the bad end of all of the sound effects, you know? Just, I'm probably going to say something.
You can
And it's
have
either just gonna be like,
said the soundboard. You have control over it too.
I know. I just don't want to use it too much because, like, anytime I'm watching like a YouTuber or like a stream or something, and there's a soundboard, like sometimes it just gets so obnoxious, you know? Yeah, exactly. You know, see, I'm glad you get it. I'm glad you get it.
Exactly. I know.
Although you sort, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used it to prove your point, and also used it effectively.
Yeah, you're. It really works because you're proving me right, but you're also just like it's kind of undermining me, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Duh.
Yeah.
What's the point of having a podcast if I can't undermine you?
I feel like there's a joke I'm not getting there.
No, there's no joke.
Just
It's just something.
God. You see, this is the episode of the podcast where I look like a fool. Except that's every episode of the podcast.
Yeah, and every episode of the vlog ever.
I think that's the thing. I'm just naturally something of a fool, you know?
You know, I'm something of a fool myself.
Thank you, Dr. Osborne.
With pleasure.
Willem Dafoe is such a cool fucking guy. Like,
yes, Willem Dafoe is a cool guy. Wish I could meet him. Wish I could work with him.
Oh, that would be okay. If you could work with anybody, who would you want to work with?
Good question. Can I get back to you? Do you have an answer for that? Well, I think.
I also don't.
Oh,
I also. Yeah. Putting you on the spot. What? Did you just put a quack sound? You're a quack. I see how it is. You're a quack.
Yep, I'm on quack.
Oh, you're a quack addict.
Unfortunately, yeah, you found me out.
Oh, I can't wait to see the headlines in the news. You know, business partner Star Williams addicted to crack.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Star Williams, because that reminded me, I'm not going to answer the question because I honestly can't think of an answer for it.
That's fair, yeah.
So this weekend, I had a very eventful weekend.
Oh, did you now?
I did. You see, on Friday, I got my hair cut.
Ah, yes.
And then I dyed my hair.
I was gonna say that, like, it was, like, I saw your TikTok of you just with, like, normal hair, and I was just like, oh my goodness.
Slim Shady. The real Slim Shady. All you other Shadies are just imitating. So will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up.
Like, it was so weird, you know? Like, I feel like that would be like seeing me with short hair.
You mean your photo?
Yeah, my driver's license.
I couldn't remember if it was driver's license or not, so I just said photo.
Yeah, I was a driver's like. Yeah,
You got to show that
I
off on the
I've
Instagram
heard a
with
lot.
like, cover all your private information, but like show that off on the Instagram.
Mm, I no, I don't want to do that, bro. Like me with short hair is just unnerving to me. Because I just like this so much better, you know?
That's the long and the short of it.
Ow, ow.
Wait,
Now
wait.
this is where you can play.
Yeah.
This is a prime example of, I was going to say, you could do the soundboard here.
See?
But I really hope that we could do, like, our own soundboard, you know?
I'll work on it, but unfortunately, I owe the government a lot of money right now.
Ah, okay. I think I know how we can solve this issue.
And what's that?
I'm going to walk up to the government and be like, free my boy. Listen up, you hooligans. I'll call them hooligans. And then I'll be like, I'm a business partner. I know what I'm doing here. And they'll be like, oh shit, it's still in Ferguson. He's gonna shut down the whole government. And I will.
Right on, brother.
Right on, right on.
Anyway, what I forgot to mention was that on Thursday night, on Thursday night, I went to the Algonquin College Film Gala.
Oh, nice. I didn't hear about it.
That's probably my bad because I should have told you about it.
Yeah,
Rory, one of our listeners, was there.
What now?
Rory, one of our listeners, was there.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Anyways, I was in one of the films, so.
Luckily you sent that to me, and that was great.
Yes, that was one of the 4 films featured.
Noish.
Yes.
I hope that caught the finger guns that I did.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that, no.
Oh,
I thought it was an awkward
man.
silence.
I'll see if I can do it closer to that. Oh fuck! It's not picking up.
Dude, you can't do visual gags when I'm not even there to see it.
No, I'm snapping and doing the finger guns, you know?
Well, you probably have noise suppression on, okay?
Gosh darn it.
Like you'll hear my finger snapping through the main microphone. But
yeah. I barely use Discord. Okay.
There's something that looks like a sound wave. You click on that, and if you turn it off.
I just turned it off. Boop. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh. This makes me so happy.
This is making me so happy.
This is making me. Oh, I really want to play Mario Teaches Typing. Like, I so want to play that game.
Potential live stream idea.
That is the best idea. But the thing is like, where, like, do you think you could find a ROM of that, or like?
So like, because it's so old, you could probably just like emulate it on your computer.
You probably could. You know what? I am going to see after this episode. I'm going to see if I can find a ROM version of Mario Teaches Typing, emulate it. I'm going to see how that goes because I am curious.
Mm-hmm. Also, I wanted to mention, this will be...
Sorry, side tangent.
No. This is it's a perfectly good segue. Um, this will be the last episode on the Pink Fair channel. We are going to be officially moving to Truly Imagination Entertainment this week.
Oh, man. Oh, wait. It's bittersweet, you know?
Yeah, it is. Only because I know it is literally where all of my views are right now, because I haven't uploaded anything else.
Well, aside from the Business Partners, the movie.
Well, that's on Truly Imagination Entertainment.
Oh, I thought that was what you meant, but...
No. What I mean is like on my channel right now I've only been uploading Business Partners because I haven't had any ideas nor the proper studio space to make videos, but now I have it. So,
You got one of those knocked off, now you just gotta get the other.
So,
you know what you could do?
What?
You could do, like... I think you should do, like, Anthony Fantano style music reviews, you know? I bet you could do that.
This is gonna sound like a stupid question, but who's Anthony Fantano?
The Anthony Fantano, he's a very, he's a fairly well-renowned, like, music reviewer. Like, he does a lot of stuff on YouTube and stuff, but, honestly, it's kind of just a joke about, like, how many, like, people in our age demographic, just, like, I've seen so many things on, it's just, like, straight white guys trying to find their music taste based on Anthony Fantano. And I was just like, oh, fuck, that's me, and I do
that. You know where I find my music taste?
What do you find your music taste?
Through my friends.
That is fair. Also, a lot of my music taste, and you're gonna hate me for this, but a lot of my music taste is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because hear me out, I don't want to sound like a fucking idiot whenever I'm like, oh, I know that reference. I don't want to be one of those people who's like, oh, it's a JoJo's reference. I don't want to be like that. I want to be like, oh, I like that band, you know?
Wow. You're right, I do hate you.
Who doesn't at this point? I mean, I feel like
our loyal listeners don't hate you.
Like, either you're very neutral on, or it's just like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, the fact that I have a podcast, you know, well, I am part of a podcast. It's just like, a lot of there's just, people don't want to listen to me talk.
If they didn't want to listen to you talk, then we wouldn't have a podcast.
That's true. I mean, we have listeners for a reason, and to our listeners, I would like to extend a very large thank you, of course.
Yes. Oh, also, did I mention, I got headshots done.
I saw those. Dude, you looked fucking dapper, my guy.
Thank you, good sir. And,
of course.
Are you still, shopping around for headshots of your own?
I have not been, but I could probably potentially use some, since, like, you know, I've outgrown my old headshots, you know, with the whole facial hair thing.
Yeah, I remember it because that was the day everyone was like, ooh, picky. Did I just re-traumatize you?
I remember that. I it stays when people are just like, "Oh my God, baby face man." I am never shaving again. Never. Well, I mean, unless you give me a very good reason to, I don't want to shave, bro. Like, it's just. I think it works so well for me, you know.
It does. It does work very well for you. And
In
someone else
fact,
actually agreed with me on you looking like Harrison Ford.
What now?
Someone else agreed with me on you looking like Harrison Ford.
Oh, dude, that's a good fucking compliment, and I am glad. Because a lot of the time it's just like, hey, you look like Jesus, and it's just like,
Haha,
oh,
that's every white guy with long hair ever.
exactly.
At least for
Like my
white
line,
Christians.
yeah, like my line of thinking is just like, bam, I put on a white shirt, and suddenly I'm like one of those. I'm just one of those moist critical impersonators, you know?
Oh hey, I'm moist. Moist critical.
Like, this is worse than the Men in Black cartoon.
Dude, that was actually a pretty good impression.
Ah, wait a minute, hold on. Am I on the verge of something here?
You're on the verge of discovering how you can get famous.
I could. Here's the thought.
You like
What if I
anime.
do like? I've come up with a brilliant business scheme. Hear me
That's
out
what
on
the
this.
business partners do,
You
my
know,
friend.
exactly. We're business partners. We come up with good ideas for businesses. You know Cameo, right?
Oh, yes.
I can set up a cameo of me just doing a moist critical impression, and probably for cheap, but I can, you know, it's a quick buck.
You could do it on Fiverr as well.
I could, yeah,
So
but
you
like,
could
ah,
and if you do it on Fiverr, you could have multiple. You could have one where you're Charlie. You could have one where you're Harrison Ford.
I, I don't. The thing is like, I feel like the Charlie one is like the best, like the probably going to be the most effective one. Also, you know who just came to mind for the person I would love to work with?
Who's that?
If he if he was still alive, my boy Gilbert Gottfried. That's my answer. Gilbert
Oh,
Gottfried.
I now I know. We've asked this question before.
We have.
Yes, because you had
Oh
the same
fuck!
answer.
Oh no! God damn it! No! Uh,
Oh. Well, I'm glad we skipped the
I
question until now.
okay. That is it. After this, I said I'd do it last week. I'm doing it this week. I'm going through every episode. I am making sure. I hate retracing my steps, and I don't want to do it again. I want original Dylan Ferguson content on this podcast.
That is fair.
Like, I I know I shouldn't be as mad as I am, but oh boy,
You want to know what really grinds my gears?
you want to know what man? What grinds your gears, Peter Griffin?
Some guy on the internet is trying to do an impression of Peter Griffin right now.
Is that like the real life Peter Griffin guy?
No, it's just some idiot on a podcast doing an impression.
Oh, dude, I hate that. I bet that guy gets no bitches. I fired back. For once, I fired back. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank you. I would like to thank the Demons of Selzar for giving me this opportunity. You ever sacrifice yourself to a cult?
I Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I was technically Christian.
Harry, I like that.
Do you want to say that again? It didn't quite pick up.
You know, it's commentary. I'm a good fan of commentary. And as the atheist man that I am, I find that quite funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Though we do know some good Christians. We do know some good Christians.
Of course, yeah. I feel like
The very famous Logan.
There's always good eggs and bad eggs, you know?
Indeed.
Like, we ain't gonna generalize. That's very non-gentlemanly of us.
Generalize.
Yes. Oh, sorry. General eyes. I thought you said general fries.
And you know what?
Fucking kill me.
You know what, my friend?
What is it?
It's been
Been a
pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
We're gonna have to work on that.